what's up? Final here today, Final Fantasy Talk, and today we're gonna talk about some more Final Fantasy 13, a topic of Final Fantasy 13. And Yukubo's actually wanted me to talk about this. This isn't something that I made up or whatever. Yukubo's actually wanted me to talk about it. So today, what we're gonna talk about is the ups and downs of Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Now, I did 100% of Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, so I know how the game works. I know everything basically about the game. Now, let's start with the ups of the game. The battle system, that is the major up. The battle system, I love. The battle system is so much better than the 13 and 13-2. I think the battle system in Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns takes more effort and more time and more tactic to play than it was in Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. Now 13 and 13-2 wasn't bad battle systems or anything, but it was kind of easy because this was a good a tip from somebody, and it was from Dark Kefka. What he said was basically to finish a battle in Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, all you need to do is stagger, and then there you go. There you go. That's it. There you go. And it's so true. It's so true. You just stagger, and then there you go. Okay, yeah, not every monster's like that, but more than 90% of the monsters, stagger, gone, basically. So, but in Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns, the stagger system works completely different. It's not, a count of stagger at all. It's pretty random, and it's not random, but it's more harder to get anyway. And what else is ups? The ups for me, anyway, is the story. The story was good. I'm happy that the story. I'm just happy that the series finally ended, really, because I like Final Fantasy 13, but I don't like how it took so long to finish the Final Fantasy 13 series. Other ups of Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns is I like how the weapons worked, how you can upgrade the weapons after New Game Plus. I like how the costumes, there's so many different costumes, and the costumes had their own special abilities and everything as well, which I thought was awesome. That it's like 10-2 in a way. In a way it is 10-2, but way more like options. Yeah, it's basically like 10-2, but way more options. So that's what I like about the costumes. The costumes were good. I really liked the quests. The quests in the game, there's so many quests. There's probably about 80, or if you want to count the board quests as well, there was like over 150, something like that. But the quests were awesome. That was a good add for sure as well. The leveling up system, I had no problem with. That was good actually. The leveling up system wasn't mattered on how many monsters you kill, how many experience points you get. It was matter on the quests. You had to do quests to get your level up, and that was good. That was good. I really like that because it forces the player to be like, all right, I need to do these quests to get my level up. So I thought that was really awesome as well. And yeah, honestly, that's all I can mainly say about the ups of Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns. Now the downs that I have. The downs, one of the biggest downs is Lightning as a character. Lightning as a character in Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns, I didn't like her at all. Because, well, I did like her, but she was very different. She was really strange in a way. I didn't get her at all. She was just really acting really not herself at all. And then, at the end and everything, not the end, but there's no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything. But she finally showed emotion and everything. It was weird because, and it was also stupid. It was honestly the cheesiest thing I've ever seen in my life is, how she, all this time and everything, and she finally showed emotion about this one thing. And I don't know. I didn't like how she was acting in Lightning Returns. I think she should have stayed the way that she did in 13 and 13-2 and then showed emotion, but she was so strange and so weird in a way and then she showed emotion for this one thing. It was really weird. I didn't like Lightning that much as a character in Lightning Returns. Also, there's one thing, now we go back to the stuttering thing. A lot of people say doing stugger in Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns is pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty hard, but you can beat the hardest bosses by stuttering. Of course you have to stugger it to beat it, but the most easy way to stugger a monster in Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns is that you spam magic. That's it. That's all you do. That's all you do. And the main one was arrow. That was it. That's all you do is spam that over and over again. And I thought they could have done a lot more to make stugger happen. You know, the debuffs and everything. You know, the debuffs was a huge thing for me to stugger a monster in Final Fantasy 13-2 was debuffing the monster. But no, in this game it's just all about basically 4 magic spells to stugger a monster, and then there you go. Another down to Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns is the other characters as well. The other characters, Snow I liked, Saz I liked, Fang I liked. Vanille was really strange to me, and Hope, I don't like, why? What happened? Why is he a kid again? You know, they didn't explain that at all either. You know, from 13-2 he was an adult, and now he's a kid again. They didn't explain that at all. I don't understand. You know, this game is good. This game's really good. I really like it. And another down is I wish they had harder trophies, because honestly, Lightning Returns was so easy to 100%. It was ridiculous. It was honestly the easiest game I've ever 100% in my life. So, you know, it's an up and a down, you know, I guess you could say that, but still, you know, I think this game was pretty rushed, because after Final Fantasy 13-2 came out, I'm pretty sure like 2 months later or something like that, they're like, okay, let's add another series to this. And then they basically, after Final Fantasy 13-2, they basically had a year and a half to fully develop the game. And that's what I think about how this Final Fantasy 13 series did not work out at all. The first 13 game worked out great. It's the 4th most sold Final Fantasy game. That worked out great. But for 13-2 and 13 Light Returns, I think they didn't go well. Is because it was rushed. There wasn't too much time into it. There's a lot of glitches in Lightning Returns as well. I remember when moving or whatever, it would glitch me through a wall or something. It would glitch me back and everything. For 13-2, it always jumped up and down for random reasons. I don't know why. You know, small things like that. I think they just rushed it. And honestly, if they just took a little bit more time and not spread out this whole series in 4 years, they made 3 Final Fantasy same story games in 4 years. And you know, I'm still a Final Fantasy fan. I'm always going to be a Final Fantasy fan. I love the Final Fantasy 13 games, but that's why they didn't get all the fans that they wanted, because they rushed the games. And honestly, that's why I think anyway, everybody has their own opinions how this stuff happened. But you Kubos, let me know in the comments below what you think. What is your ups and downs about Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns? You know, is it the battle system? Is it the story? Is it the characters, the weapons, the costumes? Whatever. Leave your comments below what you think, what your opinion is, because I don't judge opinions at all. So leave your comments below. Ups and downs of Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns. And remember, this is my opinion, so if it doesn't match yours, don't get mad, because, you know, that's what this community doesn't need at all, is more fighting and just stupidness. That we don't need that anymore. So anyway, Kubos, leave your comments below. And yeah, and also I got the final walkthrough of Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns coming out, episode coming out tomorrow. So look forward to that. So Anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. Kubo. See ya.
Shakedown.